My name is Amy. I am 20 now. I just had a birthday, so I'm still trying to get used to being 20. Anyways, I'm 20. I'm a photography student here in Florida, and I don't know what else to say. I'm a Twilight fan. Pretty much narrows it down a bit. It was during Christmas of last year. I got a gift card for a Barnes and Noble or something like that, and I kept on hearing this stuff about Twilight. About it was a vampire book, and I kind of like vampire books, so I was like, it was a vampire romance book to boot. So I was like, sounds like my type of thing. So I went to the store, I picked it up, and I also got another book, and I finished the first book, the other book first. It was a Meg Cabot book, and eventually I got around to reading Twilight, and I couldn't put it down. I just could not put it down. That's pretty much how it happens with every reader, but that's how it was. I just couldn't put the thing down. And immediately, I went out to my car and drove to Barnes & Noble and got New Moon Eclipse, and I finished the entire thing in a week. So, it happened really quickly. It's just such a great book. It's supernatural, but it's so steeped in like human emotions and all that stuff, and it Bella's me, really. It's amazing how every girl can really connect with Bella, and I connect with Bella. It's pretty incredible. She's just a really relatable character, and I really like that. And I love the dialogue. Some of it's a little corny, as we all know. There's a couple corny lines, but other than that, it's just brilliance. And so, oh, God. Whenever I talk about Twilight, I just get like this. I can't think straight, and I can't form articulate sentences. Whenever I had to describe why I love it, I'm just like, why don't I love it? It's perfect. Take a look around. I'm YouTubing about Twilight. I have never YouTubed a thing in my whole life. That, and I am a huge Photoshop freak, and you should see all the form icons and banners and wallpapers that I do. It's ridiculous. Like, sometimes I do like 2 or 3 posts a week, and a lot of them have like 60 or more icons. I just can't stop. It's just an addiction, really. Let me put it in perspective for you. Ever since I read the Twilight series, any other book that I've read since then has been like, it's lacking something. It's just lacking the Twilightness. But, like, sometimes I think, I think I want to reread this other series, and then I'm like, no, I'm going to pull out Twilight again and reread that. So, yeah, it's an addiction. It just grabs a hold of you. It's kind of like the Harry Potter thing. I can't describe it. It's ridiculous how addictive and how into it you really get when you read the book, and you care so much about these people, and you just want them to be happy, and you want some good outcome, and that's all you think about, and it becomes an obsession. The obsession never dies. It really doesn't, and I don't see an end in sight. But I don't care. If I cared, then I would have entered some AA or something, some Twilight Anonymous type thing. Screw it. I love it. I don't care. I don't care how pathetic I am. I really don't. Alice and Emmett are two that really stand out just because they provide a good comic relief, I guess. I could say the typical Bella thing because we all connect to her so much, but I think Alice and Emmett bring a lightheartedness to the whole series that it really needs. And after reading Breaking Dawn, Leia is actually one of my favorites now. I really, really care about her, and I really want her to be happy, and we don't see that in Breaking Dawn too much, so hopefully in another book we'll see it, because it's just so heartbreaking to see her that sad, and, like, she's one of the characters in the book that I'm just like, God, please, cheer up, just, like, I just want her to be happy, and I hope she gets that happiness. Like, I really care about her. I love it. I love it all. Everything that they're doing, because they're staying so true to the book. And, I mean, my favorite example is Blood and Chocolate by Annette Curtis Claus. When they redid that, I was furious. Like, I remember reading an interview with Agnes Bruckner, the girl who played Vivian, and they asked her, "Did you read Blood and Chocolate?" And she was like, "No, I didn't, because I heard it was too different, and I wouldn't have gotten anything from it." That shouldn't happen, and the exact opposite is happening with Twilight. Like, the actors are reading the books, and they get the characters that are in the books, and that's what they're bringing to the movie. And that's what I love. I can't wait to see how it turns out, and I love Robert Pattinson. Amazing. Robert. Sorry, I just went into a Robert fantasy just then. Anyways, where was I? What was the question? I think from a lot of other YouTube people that I've seen, I don't watch that many, so there aren't that many that I watch. But from a lot of the other ones that I've seen, they're all, I hate to say it, they're like all really young, and they're all more like, Twilight! I try to bring a little bit more maturity and try to actually talk about the news and discuss it in more mature terms. Sometimes I can't help it. I can't help but be like, oh my god, the trailer, ha! Who can, really? But, I guess maturity is what I have to say. I hope to contribute a little bit of fun, though, too, as well as maturity. And these questions are always hard, because that's something that that everybody else needs to evaluate. Like, what do you bring? But I guess just watch my videos and see if you like them. That's all I can basically tell you, because I hate to judge myself in that way. I don't know how to judge myself in that way, and I hate to do it. So, hopefully I am different than the rest. I don't know, because quite frankly, I don't watch all of them that much. So, sorry I couldn't answer that question better, but I'm pretty awful at those types of questions. So, do you even need to ask? Team Edward for the win. I just think that Jacob, I like Jacob a little, and especially in Breaking Dawn, I warmed up to him, but I just think that Jacob is a teeny tiny, a lot immature, especially in the first few books. I mean, he grows up in this one, and then he gets his happy ending. And I just always saw Jacob as Bella's best friend. I never saw him as, the love of her life, as some people do. I mean, I know that she cares about Jacob too, and I understand that. I have friends that I care about a lot, but her connection with Edward is more deep, and that's something that you just can't sever, as we saw in New Moon. So, yeah, definitely Team Edward. So, I hope this is all you need, and let me know if you, just send me a message or something if you need more information than this. So, yeah. Hopefully you got all you need, though. Bye.